Hello everyone and welcome back to Evie's Pets. In today's video I'm going to be showing you what I do with my quail every day and how I take care of them. So it's about 7 o'clock in the morning right now, and the first thing I always do is go and turn on their light so that they have daylight all day, because there is a window in here but it faces a different side of the house, so there's not much light coming in here in the afternoon, but right now you can see there is a lot of light coming in and they love when it shines on their cage. So now I can see better with the light. It's time for me to just do a quick spot clean, and actually it looks pretty good in here today. It can really vary about how dirty it gets, but this is definitely a pretty normal day, so we'll get started cleaning. So since my quail cage is all sand, I have to sift out all the droppings, and I find the easiest way to do it is actually with one of these pet combs. So I basically just take it and then go across the whole area until all the droppings are in a pile, and then I'll just come in with a litter scoop, like a fine sifting one, and I'll just sift out the pile, and I find this works a lot faster than trying to go through the whole cage with a litter scoop. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of the cage off. You can see how much cleaner it is, so that only took me maybe like 5 minutes, so it's very easy. I can get it done really fast, and so I think it's a great way. And also I really like having sandless bedding because it's more natural for them than like wire or mesh, so definitely keep using sandless bedding, and I really recommend it to anyone who owns quail. So once the bottom of your area is clean, I go up to the top area, and up here, this is my rooster, and he has to live alone up here because he gets into a lot of trouble downstairs. He fights with the other rooster down there, and he just causes a lot of trouble and upsets the hens. So I keep him up here in his own separate top part, and you can see he doesn't really like it being up here, but I try to let him out a lot. He's very friendly with me, and so he gets out a lot, and he has a good bit of space up here, and lots of space to get around. So I'm just going to show you how I clean his because it's a little smaller. So if you have a smaller cage like this and very few quail, I find it easier just to take the litter scoop and just spot clean like this. I really don't need the comb because there's so little area in here to cover. It's really not a problem. So now here's the area is all clean, and now I'm going to go ahead and fill the feeder and water. So this is the feeder I use for my quail. It's very low waste, and it's actually, I made it myself, so it's just a DIY feeder, and it's so easy to use, and I really like it because there's very little mess out of it, and so I'm never worrying about wasted feed or anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill this, and then I'm going to go ahead and pop it back in the cage, and then I'm going to go fill the water. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and clean the water out and fill it. So after I finish all the chores, I like to take my 2 roosters outside to play for a little while, because my rooster up here is locked up and doesn't get to go out and play with the other quail much, and then the rooster down here can sometimes cause a little bit of trouble and stress out the hens, so I like to bring them both outside for a little while each day. So I'm just going to go ahead and catch Helmer. And actually he's very easy to catch because I handle him more often than the other quail. So I'm just going to grab him here, and then I'm going to take him outside. Okay, so I'm just going to let him go right here, and he'll be happy running around out here for a little while. I'm going to go grab Rusty now. Okay, and right down here is Rusty. So he is my sparrow rooster. He's a little harder to handle than Helmer, but he's really sweet. Come here, Rusty. Sorry, I tried to do this one-handed with a camera, but he's a really nice rooster. So I'm just going to go ahead and take him outside. Let him go see Helmer. And honestly, I really enjoyed doing this. It's really fun to watch them run around and play outside for a little while. So I'm just going to let him go with Helmer. And there they are, and they'll just play out here for maybe 10 minutes or so. you listen closely, I just caught Helmer crowing on the camera, and he is super cute when he crows. A lot of people ask about like how loud quail crow and like if it's annoying or like if you could get in trouble for it, but honestly, it sounds like a wild bird, and while it is pretty loud, it's definitely not anywhere as loud as like a chicken. So I think it's kind of cute, honestly, and he's definitely proud that he can do it. So I'm going to go ahead and take them back in. If you want to do this with your quail, take them out and let them play outside for a little while. I really think it's a really good thing to do if your quail live in an indoor area. There are a couple things to watch out for. Make sure you always supervise your quail, because there's a lot of things that would want to try to eat them. Hawks, just even neighborhood cats. So just keep an eye out for them and try to stay with them the whole time. Rusty's crowing very loudly now. And then also, probably don't take out more than you can handle, because if your quail are not used to being grabbed or picked up, it's probably safer if you can only take out as many as you can handle, because they can run a little ways and be kind of hard to catch. Mine are very used to being picked up, so it's not really a problem for me, but try to make sure your quail are used to you before trying this. So I'm going to go ahead and bring them back in now. So that's really all there is for morning chores. I'll be back in the afternoon to show you how I give them their scratch and collect the eggs. Okay, so it's about 4 o'clock, and this is when I usually go in and check for eggs and then give them their treats. So I'm going to go ahead and look around and see if I can find any eggs. So a lot of people ask me if quail need nesting boxes, and really the answer to that is no. They'll really lay anywhere they feel safe. Mine tend to lay under like the plants and in the pots. You can see got two there, and then like they're under here. So the blue ones were laid by my Celadons, and then the like tan spotted ones, my pharaohs lay those, and actually any other type of quail that's not a Celadon will lay like tan and spotted eggs. So I'm just gonna, that's my rooster crowing, and then I'm just gonna go to this side so you can see there's a couple eggs back here. There we go, and then got two more back here. Okay, there we go. They're really pretty though, and they're so cute and tiny, so I'm just gonna go ahead, grab them. They're over here. You can see they're so pretty. It's always really fun collecting them, just to see the different colors. One of my favorites are these ones. I haven't quite figured out who lays them, but I'm assuming it's probably definitely one of my pharaohs. But it's a very lighter colored tan, and I really like them. I've collected all my eggs. I'm going to go ahead and give them a little treat. So this is what I use for their treats. It's just some wild bird seed, and I prefer it over like regular chicken scratch, because usually there's a lot of big pieces in chicken scratch that the quail just can't eat. So I like this one because it's got lots of little seeds, and they really like eating it, so I'm just going to show you. This is also great for taming them, because they'll get used to you putting your hand in after a while. You can see they come up to me already. But yeah, it's a great way to get them used to your hand, and I just think it helps a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and let them their scratch. After I feed them their scratch, I usually sit with them for a little while, and that helps them become more tame, because if I'm by their cage and they hear my voice, it helps them become more familiar with me, and they don't get so scared when I come in. Now that they're all done with their scratch, I'll be back around 6 o'clock to do the rest of their nighttime chores. And it's about like 5:40 or so, so basically now I'm just going to get started and clean the cage. Finished cleaning the cage and filling the feeder and waters, and now I'm just going to go ahead and sweep the floor around the cage, because it can get a little dirty sometimes after I clean. Okay, so that's it for their nighttime chores. Usually around 8 o'clock I'll come in and turn off their light, but other than that, they're very easy to take care of. Thank you so much for watching this video. I just wanted to make it so that you could see what it's like having quail as pets, and how much work they take. They're very easy, and I really think they make fantastic pets. So if you'd like to see more videos on them, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!